Hey everybody, it's Jim here, and ever since last Thursday, I've received a lot of comments and questions asking me, where the hell is the Harley Benton DNAfx Pro? You said it was going to come out. I was wrong. Every other product that Harley Benton has released a teaser for on a Monday has come out the following Thursday, but with this one, it seemed to be the exception to the rule. However, fear not, we do have some news. The first piece of news is we know exactly what this thing looks like, and we know all of the I/O capabilities. It is very similar to the HX Stomp, but there's a few little differentiating factors that we need to go over. The first is, when you look all the way on the left, it has control. If your amp is able to switch from one channel to another, you can do that without the foot switch up of the amp. Now you can do it via the DNAfx Pro. That's a decent little touch. Another thing to note is this also has a stereo effects loop. That is something that so many of the really high-end pedals that are delays, loopers, reverbs, all that fun stuff, they work really cool in stereo. Even my Zelza runs in stereo and it sounds great. This is going to be capable of running them to the utmost of their abilities, and that's pretty cool. When you look at the headphone jack though, one thing that you do notice is it's an 1/8 inch adapter versus the typical, industry standard of 1/4 inch on a higher end piece of audio interface gear. Not the end of the world, but thought it was worth noticing. Has MIDI in, MIDI out, and it has the cable for the USB to be able to connect to the computer. So all in all, from the back end of the device, it looks kind of exactly what I expected, and that is a very positive thing. Moving on to the front, you do have the expression pedal. Who knows how good that's going to be? Maybe if any of you have the original DNAfx, you'll be able to tell me. I just know from experience using lower end stuff, the expression pedals haven't always been the best with those, so the fact that you can also use an external if you wanted to do that and bypass this one entirely or just use it for maybe something really basic, that's a nice touch, but it's something that the HX Stomp or the Stomp XL does not come with. Now, in the initial teaser picture of this product, we did see 2 of the foot switches labeled C and D, which led me to believe this was going to have 4 foot switches, and it does. However, in the documentation, it does not say how much control you're going to have over the functionality in terms of what you're going to be able to route it to, and that's one thing I love about the Line 6 stuff. Obviously, the Neural DSP did the same thing. You can kind of pick and choose what goes where, whether it's going to be LED based, and if you can change the colors, that's also something I really love on the Line 6 that I wish the Neural was capable of doing. But they're there. Right now it's bank up, bank down, hold for looper, hold for tuner. We're going to have to wait and see till we get our hands on it, hopefully in the relatively short future, what exactly it's capable of in that aspect. And that leaves us with 2 of the biggest questions remaining. First of all, when can you get one? You can pre-order it right now, and it will show up in 1 to 2 weeks according to Thomann's website. And then the price. After shipping, it's about $309 to get one if you live in the USA. If you're in Europe or somewhere else, I'm gonna have to ask you to translate it for yourself, but roughly $275 before the shipping. So I know that they offer free shipping depending on what country in Europe, but I'm excited about it. And when you factor in that this is going to be exactly half the price as an HX Stomp, maybe it is a decent alternative. Like I mentioned in the previous video when we were talking about this, I ran the idea past you guys that what if I had Dave, the actual audio engineer for a living, roll over this thing first and then send it to me afterwards, and that's exactly what we did. We placed our pre-order. Dave will be getting his hopefully sooner than later, and then he'll be shipping it off to me, and I'll let you guys know what I think, and we're going to do kind of a compilation video unless you would prefer to see Dave's take in one video and then my take in a second one. I'll let you guys decide in the comments down below. However, that's all I have for you guys today. Leave a like on the video if you enjoy the content on this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow for another guitar related video. Take it easy, you guys.